So I monetized this YouTube channel in under 90 days. Was it luck? Was it skill? Maybe a little bit of both. But I followed a strategy to increase my chances for success. In this video, I'll give you tips to grow your channel just like I did with mine. Then hopefully you'll be able to get monetized even faster than me. At the time of recording this video, here are the requirements to join the YouTube Partner Program. This basically means you can make money from YouTube by allowing advertisers to place ads before or during your content. You'll need 1,000 subscribers, and if you're focused on long form content, 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months, or if you're shorts focused, 10 million valid shorts views in the last 90 days. At first glance, this criteria may seem impossible, especially to new creators. To ease your concerns, let's dive in to see what you can do to target YouTube channel growth. It all starts with content. You want to make sure your videos are high quality and very engaging. A very common topic for discussion is cracking the YouTube algorithm. At the end of the day, you just need to make content that people want to watch. YouTube is a business that makes a bulk of its revenue from these advertising dollars. So the goal of YouTube is to get more views on your videos so they can bring in more money and share content with the world. If you're focused on long form content, try making videos that are 8 minutes or longer. This helps in two ways. Firstly, it can make it a lot easier to hit that 4,000 public watch hour requirement. And also, once you are monetized, you can add mid-rolls, which are essentially advertisements within the middle of the video. And this is just another way to gain more money. When it comes to getting more subscribers, don't be afraid to ask your audience to subscribe if they've enjoyed the video, just like I'm doing right here. The first thing people will see when they come across your content is the thumbnail and the title. This is your chance for an individual to say, yes, I want to click this, or no, I'm going to keep scrolling. When I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't get any traction until I posted this video here. The thing is, this thumbnail sparks curiosity from people who are scrolling by. And for that reason, I was able to get hundreds of thousands of views. Did I get lucky with a high performing video? Yes, but I also studied my analytics and saw that my AI art videos were doing well and then continued to capitalize on that growth. Now when it comes to editing, try to get right to the point in your video. A lot of successful videos just start out saying, in this video, I'm gonna do this. And then from there, diving right into the content. It's very key to actually deliver on the thumbnail because that's kind of that first view, that first marketing piece that viewers will see on YouTube that initially gets them to click. But if they go into your video and you're talking about something completely different, chances are they're gonna drop off. In turn, your average view duration is gonna drop down and the YouTube algorithm is less likely to push your video out. Another piece that's crucial to having good content is the gear you use. Now I'm shooting this video on an iPhone. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on some fancy camera. It really comes down to having good or even just decent audio and lighting. All I have here is one light ahead, and then I also have 2 RGB lights in the back. And really they just have a focus on my face and then kind of add some pizzazz in the background. I'll leave a link in the description below to all these gear items as well, and many of them are very inexpensive. When it comes to audio, all I'm using is this lav mic right here. My point being, if your video looks good, you're more likely to grab a viewer's attention rather than if you shoot something in 480p on your laptop webcam. Above all, even if you have a $5,000 camera, the perfect title, perfect thumbnail, amazing top quality lighting, if your videos aren't good, you're not gonna gain any traction, your content's not gonna get any exposure. Beyond content, it's critical to treat YouTube with a business mindset. As my channel continues to grow, I basically just treat YouTube like a business. So you're probably wondering, how do you do this? I think one thing that's important is building a community. When people comment on your videos, make sure to treat them like human beings and try to be helpful in your responses. If you receive any hate, try your hardest not to respond, and you can either just delete the comment or block the user. Also, when it comes to dropping videos, try to plan out a schedule for all your releases. If you drop a video once a month, it's gonna be very hard to grow your YouTube channel. So I suggest making a goal for maybe 1 video a week or 1 video and 3 shorts per week. Every time you release a video, again, study your YouTube analytics to see where people are leaving the video and try to learn from every release you have. Another key element to a successful YouTube channel is branding. This basically means you want to have cohesive images across your thumbnails, across your channel art, and really across different social media platforms. That way, if somebody finds you on Twitter or if they find you from a Facebook post, if they head to your YouTube channel, everything feels very consistent, almost like a business. In reality though, if you're creating content and it's sort of all over the place, there's no theme, there's no niche, people are probably less likely to subscribe. So how do you find your niche? I think you need to find something that you're good at, something you're passionate about, and then one step further, something that people are actually interested in, meaning there's actually an audience. The cherry on top is if all these things are true, and eventually people will pay for it in some way, shape, or form. A lot of popular YouTubers say that their niche kind of found itself. In my own instance, as I mentioned, I had a very successful AI art video. I'm still continuing to post AI art and other artificial intelligence videos, but long term my focus is going to be on business and marketing technology. These are things that I'm extremely passionate about and also have a skill for. When you first start out on your channel, don't be so hyper-focused on finding a niche. The worst thing you can do is micro niche or create something that's so specific that you can't really branch out from. If your video topics are generally about fly fishing and then suddenly you start doing watercolor painting, there's probably going to be a lot of friction between your audience. I think it's best to start with sort of a broad niche and then kind of just see how your videos perform and adapt from there. Now let's look at diversifying. So one thing you can do is create a website. For my own YouTube channel, I spent months learning front-end development and actually coded my website from scratch. But you don't have to do this. You can use a drag and drop website builder like Squarespace and have a website launched in a couple of hours. One thing I do on my website is create blog posts, and I highly recommend you do the same. This can be a great way to get more exposure on your YouTube channel because you can create blog posts about your video topics, embed the video itself, and then from there, anytime someone's on Google, they might come across your webpage and then click into your YouTube video. A blog also allows you to write about topics that you don't really have a video on, but still something that's popular or something you have interest in. Another great idea is to start a newsletter. So on my website, I have an area where people can willingly subscribe, and then from there, they'll be part of my email list, and I currently send out a weekly newsletter. To create this form, I use a website called ConvertKit, but you can also use MailChimp or really any other provider. These websites are great because they gather all these email addresses people submit and then allow you to create a newsletter on their platform, and from there, just click one button and get sent out to your audience. Within my newsletter, I like to provide information on business news, add my latest videos or certain gear I suggest people buy, and it's really just a great way to connect with an audience from people across the world. Along with diversification, aside from YouTube, you'll want to set up social medias like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even LinkedIn. You want to try to maximize the areas of the web that your content exists on. This way you'll be able to pull in audiences from all these different platforms, direct them to YouTube, direct them to your website, and really just have this whole successful ecosystem. Now I've told you the good things to follow, but there's also a few things you want to avoid. The first thing to avoid is not believing in yourself. Chances are your first video, maybe your first 10 videos, aren't going to get any progress. If you believe in yourself, you can't give up this easily. After this video is done, go to one of your favorite YouTubers' earliest video. You can scroll all the way down. Chances are you'll see a video that's in a completely different niche. The editing style will be terrible, quality will be bad, and that really just goes to show how much progress you can make by not giving up. Even once you start gaining traction, you can't lose faith if a video upload flops. I've spent hours editing videos and then seen them have a couple hundred views. You really need to just enjoy the process of content creation. Another thing to avoid is comparing yourself to others. You'll probably see competitors or other channels in a similar niche. Some might grow faster than you, but really just stay in your own lane and focus on your own channel. If you want to be a long-term content creator, you need to be consistent and stay motivated. You also don't want to be a flash in the pan. This is basically just getting one very good video that's popular and then nothing after that. Make sure that you're making consistent videos and doing more than just following trends. Last but not least, once you do get monetized, you can't sit back and do nothing. You need to continue to fuel the fire by adding more and more videos, increasing quality, and making great content. The hard truth is there's no secret formula to getting monetized. I do believe that the tips in this video will definitely help you and increase your chances of success. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Hope you learned many helpful things and look forward to more content coming soon.